legacy is left behind? If I'm not putting YAP content or whatever we're calling it out there for people to remember my name, of what I've built, what I've stood for, what I've put out for the world that has made a little bit of a dent in the universe that I'm in this massive ecosystem that we live in and work in. What legacy will ever exist if I'm not putting it out there because I'm too ashamed of what my friends are going to think and call me cringy?
Right. Okay. So the permanence of video content, you know, because here's the thing about legacy, because that is true. Like legacy, I think is like kind of bullshit, right? It's like when I'm dead, who fucking cares, right? Like
I don't know.
The only legacy I care about is my family.
But what if you made enough of a difference in the world that it changed someone's life, and that is important to them for your legacy?
I get it. Like there's just certain there's gravity to certain things that one does that can last generations, right? Like we're still sitting here talking about Steve Jobs. Okay, so he's got a legacy. He's built one of the biggest companies that's ever existed. I mean, my family, like I'm the direct descendant. My great-great-grandfather is Sir William Mackenzie, who built the railroads across Canada and built the TTC, and it's a mega legacy. We own the top of Avenue Road and all of Balsam Lake, and who fucking cares? Like, it doesn't change my life in any way. I don't have railroad money. I don't think it's part of it. The only thing we have left is my brother's middle name is Mackenzie. That's it.
That's exactly the point, though.
Yeah. I think every guy, especially guys who are ambitious, they think that, like, what's my legacy going to be? And I used to 100%, just so we're clear, I'm not trying to put myself on a pedestal. I used to 100% think this way. And then one day I just realized, it's kind of around the same time I was like, I got to stop expecting stuff back from my son. It's like, what am I fucking doing, man? I don't need a legacy. I have simple jobs ahead of me. I need to make my son a man and make him a productive member of society. And I just need the things that are going on in my life right now to be as amazing as they can. If people want to remember me after I'm gone, I hope so, and I hope it's with fond thoughts, but I'm not sure, like, trying to achieve some sort of, like, plaque on a wall or a tree planted downtown Toronto with my name on it, or I don't know. I stopped thinking about legacy a long time ago.
I don't know, man. I think you should change that viewpoint, because from a collectiveness perspective, all of our legacy matters. Because if we're moving the needles the right way as a community, and as partners and as human beings, that togetherness actually builds a legacy together, as opposed to individualism. And that's why, from a business perspective, I'm operating differently now, because when you get to a certain point, right, in terms of net worth, income, money is just like, you can just buy whatever you want. Like, you can
there's
go on
there's
vacation,
a plateau to the happiness.
Yeah, you private
the journey
jets.
from 30 million to like 300 million, there's no more happiness.
It becomes different now. It's about more. It's about building teams and structures so that they can all be successful. It's about them achieving new heights in their careers, their personal lives. Not like when you have the income to go buy whatever you want to buy, that shit just wears off. It's like money, like, it doesn't matter. It's about you. I would have way more self-satisfaction in getting you to the next level of whatever it is that you want to get to than sitting on a yacht in Saint-Tropez next month.
So that's legacy. If you can lead with that type of empathy and leave that type of an imprint as how to lead and how to lift up, that's what I was talking about before, no one left behind, and help lift other people up. And that's why I changed my parenting. And it changed. So maybe, look, everyone's got an ego. Deep down, you dig deep enough in me, like, okay, I hope someone remembers me. I hope I do something. Whether I like it or not, there's going to be fucking cooking videos of me on the internet until the end of time. So that legacy's there. If someone's going to want to cook my braised tofu recipe that this guy posted 45 years ago, he's long gone, it's there.
That's your legacy.
There's currently my legacy. The idea of a railroad across Canada or anything like that left my brain a long time ago, and call it a micro legacy that my family can be proud of. That is exciting to me.
Yeah. Like, I, for me personally, I want to be remembered when I'm gone as not as the guy that matched his brake calipers to his socks.
I can't believe I fucked this up.
It's more about how many people I built along the way to be successful in their own right. That's how I want.
Okay, I'll give you some.
But it's not easy.
I'll give you some positive feedback. You are very good at this right now. Like, and this is different than the guy I knew, years ago. Or maybe I just didn't know it. But you obviously want to lift your team members up. That is very clear.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate the feedback.
So going back to the stoicism and building something in silence versus public, I totally agree with you. Have you noticed this? I think before let me sort of back it up a second and preempt it. I think this silence versus not is something to do with young founders. And I think guys like us have dropped the ball mentoring young founders, because I used to do a ton of mentoring and it's very little now. But I notice, I look at these young founders and they're doing this building in silence. And have you seen these hats, single till Series B?
No.
And I've talked to a couple founders, like just in Instagram comments about this, and they're like, "Oh, we're built differently." I go, "Okay, kid, you're not. You're not special." But I go, to be honest, as someone who sat on both sides of these tables, raising money and helping people decide who gets money, I just want to point something out to you, young man. I go, if you're saying you can't handle balancing a personal life and building a company till Series B, that actually says something more about you than I think you're expecting. I question whether you have the ability to do this if you can't. And I go, by the way, and it took me a while to learn this, and I know you agree with me, when you meet that right partner, there is nothing that compares to the horsepower that you get out of a strong partner at home who encourages you throughout all your ups and downs. It's unmatched. But they went and you built merchandise and you're wearing it around. It says, I cannot physically cope with managing something is not simple, or not easy, but simple as a relationship with the partner. Like, have you met the girl that you want to be with?
I bet you those startup bro culture people that have that viewpoint were the ones that had dads that were standing there watching their practice.
Very good. Yeah.
That's indicative of the culture I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And this is what's happening. We're building and grooming people into adulthood that can't sustain multiple things on the go at once because it's too much for them.
And they also they struggle to see the value of it.
Yeah.
Which is
my best partner in life when I was entrepreneuring. I mean, I'm doing less entrepreneuring these days. I'm more employee-preneuring on behalf of institutions or founders, et cetera. But when I was preneuring on my own, the only partner I had that was worth their salt was my wife. The only person I could confide in. She knew exactly what was going on. She saw the real me. She knew my fears, what was haunting me, what I was excited about. She talked me off ledges. She inspired me. So for them to intentionally not do that because it's too much for them, this is indicative of what I was saying societally of where we're heading. And it's scary, right? And not to sound like old man yelling at cloud, but this is the next generation is terrifying me for these very reasons. And it started, and I noticed it when I was in a hockey rink and I'm watching dads of 6-year-olds that can't stand outside of the practice rink. They need to watch every movement that's going on because they're scared that their kid might not do it properly. It's crazy.
That's insane. Which is why I think it's bullshit and a bad idea that you retire in your 50s. I think the business world needs leadership of people who get it.
I'm retiring in my 50s, dude. I know you don't believe me.
What are you going to do?
This is my last hurrah.
But you're going to be so bored.
No.
4 days. I give you 4 days.
Listen.
And you're going to be you're going to come up with a new idea and you're going to phone me, Potvan.
No.
Listen to this.
Okay, fine. I will do something.
Okay.
But in terms of leading a global organization, this is my last hurrah. And
Okay.
I'm taking that viewpoint.
That's different.
I'm taking that viewpoint because I want it to be that meaningful for me and my team to succeed. Because the way we've designed everything here is if I win, they win. And that's what I'm looking to get out of this. I want everyone else to succeed along the way and be participatory along the way and make them rich, not only monetarily, but more importantly, emotionally, empathetically, experience-wise, and outcome-driven, right?
Yeah.
So
And professionally.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's a good way to put a bow on it. Yeah, exactly. So I'm taking
Okay, I like that. I'll let you have this. Okay. Because I'm tying myself to that horse.
Guys,
and buggy.
we're finding common ground everywhere. Like those people that have known us for years, they won't believe this is
No one's
happening.
gonna. Oh, I can't wait to like that crew on Facebook who thinks I'm a dick.
There's one girl in particular, or woman, I should say, that I know for sure is going to be like, "What is going on? How are these guys in harmony right now?"
Great. All right, so let's wrap this up, and we're gonna finish this off with hot takes.
Oh,
All right, so I'm gonna lead. I'm gonna go first.
okay.
And this is
Do I need to like stretch and get limber?
Yeah, no,
for
this is just basically nothing we've talked about.